Welcome back to my channel, All Old Rare Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures, you're in the right place. Today, we're revealing some coins that could be worth way more than you think. Stick around to find out. New here? Like, subscribe, and let's dive in. We're diving into a truly fascinating piece of American coinage, the 2008 U.S. presidential $1 coin, featuring the sixth President of the United States, John Quincy Adams. Now, at first glance, this coin may seem like a standard issue, but when you dig deeper, you'll see that this particular coin holds something extraordinary within its design and history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to explore the world of rare coins, this video is for you. Stick around as we uncover the value and hidden treasure that this coin may hold. Let's start with a little history. The U.S. Mint began producing the presidential $1 coin series in 2007, with the goal of honoring each U.S. president in order, starting with George Washington. The sixth President of the United States, John Quincy Adams, was honored in 2008 with his very own coin. But what makes this coin stand out from the rest of the series? Well, it's more than just its historical significance. This particular coin has certain characteristics that can make it incredibly valuable, and I'm sure you'll be amazed at just how much it could be worth. The 2008 John Quincy Adams dollar coin was issued in large numbers, but as with many coins, the real treasure lies in its condition and any minting errors that might exist. The majority of these coins were circulated and have seen wear and tear over time. This means that most of them are not in pristine condition, which is why it's so rare and valuable to find one that has been well preserved. And let me tell you, the market is absolutely hungry for uncirculated, high-grade examples of this coin. The thing is, coins that have been carefully stored away in mint condition can fetch a much higher price than those that have been heavily circulated. A coin with no scratches, no discoloration, and no signs of wear is incredibly hard to come by, which is what makes the 2008 John Quincy Adams coin in top condition such a coveted item for collectors. If you happen to find one in excellent condition, you could be sitting on a piece of history that could be worth a lot more than its face value. But hold on, the story gets even more interesting. Just like other coins from the presidential dollar series, the 2008 John Quincy Adams coin can have certain minting errors that make it even more desirable. A key error that collectors look out for is the misaligned die error. This happens when the dies used to strike the coin are not properly aligned, causing the design to be off-center. These coins, with their unique and noticeable errors, become highly sought after by collectors who specialize in error coins. Another possible error is the double die strike. This happens when a coin is struck twice, and the design appears doubled in certain places. Imagine a coin where John Quincy Adams' portrait is slightly blurred or doubled, giving the coin a distinct and rare appearance. If you happen to have one of these error coins, you're in luck, because these can be incredibly valuable. So, what's the value of a 2008 John Quincy Adams presidential $1 coin? Well, if you have an uncirculated coin in perfect condition or one with a rare minting error, you might be holding onto a true treasure. A coin like this can be worth a whopping $160,000. Yes, you heard me right, $160,000 for a single coin. It's mind-blowing to think that a coin with such a small face value could command such a large sum, but that's the incredible world of coin collecting. The beauty of the coin collecting world is that it's full of surprises. You might have a seemingly ordinary coin, but if it's rare, well-preserved, or has an interesting error, it could be worth a lot more than you think. And with coins like the 2008 John Quincy Adams presidential dollar, you're not just collecting a piece of currency, you're holding on to a slice of American history. So, if you've got one of these coins, or if you find one in your pocket change, make sure to take a close look. It could be worth more than just $1. The value of rare coins can skyrocket, and you never know when you might stumble across the next big discovery. Second rare coin, we have something really special to discuss, the 2007 U.S. presidential $1 coin featuring the fourth President of the United States, James Madison. You might think this is just another dollar coin, but wait, this one holds incredible potential value for collectors, and if you're a coin lover, you're going to want to hear every detail. Let's begin by taking a step back into history. The U.S. Mint launched the presidential $1 coin program in 2007, aiming to honor each U.S. president in the order they served. The fourth President of the United States, James Madison, was the first to be featured in this series, and his coin marked the beginning of a significant numismatic journey. The 2007 James Madison dollar coin is part of the first year of the series, and it's filled with both historical importance and potential value. You might be wondering, what makes this coin so special? Well, just like any coin that goes into circulation, the value is determined by a combination of factors. While many of the 2007 James Madison coins were minted in large quantities, the real treasure lies in the coins that have survived in pristine condition or those that have a rare minting error. This is where things start to get really exciting for collectors. Coins that are well preserved or uncirculated are far more valuable than those that have been in regular circulation. Imagine finding a coin that looks as if it just came out of the mint, with sharp details, no scratches, and no signs of wear. That's what collectors are after. A 2007 James Madison coin in perfect condition is a rare find, and the market for these high-quality coins is competitive. So, if you happen to have one of these coins, you might be sitting on a small fortune, but what truly makes this coin a potential jackpot are the minting errors that some of these coins carry. Minting errors happen when the coin doesn't meet the typical production standards, and these mistakes can significantly increase a coin's value. One of the most exciting errors to look out for is a double die strike, which occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die, creating a doubling effect on the design. If you're lucky enough to find a 2007 James Madison dollar with this kind of error, you found something very special, and collectors will be eager to get their hands on it. Another error to keep an eye out for is a misaligned die. This happens when the die doesn't line up properly during the minting process, causing the coin's design to appear off-center. Misaligned dies are highly prized because they're unique, and each one tells a different story about the minting process. A misaligned die coin from the 2007 James Madison series could be worth a lot more than just $1. So, now you're probably wondering, how much could a 2007 James Madison coin be worth, especially if it's in perfect condition or has one of these rare minting errors? Well, hold on tight because you're about to be blown away. A 2007 James Madison presidential dollar coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, or with a rare minting error, can be worth an astonishing $180,000. Yes, you heard that right, $180,000 for just one coin. That's an incredible amount of money for a coin that originally had a face value of just $1. Imagine the excitement of finding one of these coins in your collection or in your pocket change. It's moments like these that make coin collecting so thrilling. And while it's certainly rare to find a coin like this, it's always worth checking your coins to see if you might have one of these hidden treasures. Coin collecting is about more than just the coins themselves, it's about the stories they tell, the history they represent, and the excitement of discovering something rare and valuable. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, coins like the 2007 James Madison presidential dollar coin are a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can hold extraordinary value. Third expensive coin, we're about to dive into one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in U.S. history, the 2009 presidential $1 coin, featuring the 12th President of the United States, Zachary Taylor. Now, you might think that this is just another one of those standard presidential dollars, but trust me, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. For any serious collector, this coin might just be one of those hidden gems you've been waiting to find. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be shocked by just how much this coin could be worth. Let's start by taking a look at the coin's background. The U.S. Mint released the presidential $1 coin series with the goal of honoring each president in order, starting with George Washington. By 2009, the Mint had reached the 12th president, Zachary Taylor. This coin features a detailed portrait of Taylor on the obverse, and the reverse features the iconic image of the Statue of Liberty. But while this design is standard for the series, what really makes this coin special lies in its rarity and certain unique features. In 2009, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, but the number of uncirculated, high-quality coins has become increasingly rare over the years. Most of the coins were used for everyday transactions, which means they were subject to wear and tear, scratches, and discoloration. Coins that have been heavily circulated often lose their luster and details, making it incredibly difficult to find one in pristine condition. That's why a 2009 Zachary Taylor presidential dollar coin in excellent condition is highly sought after by collectors, but here's where things get even more exciting. As with many other coins, some 2009 Zachary Taylor dollars have been discovered with minting errors, which makes them even more valuable. These errors are not something you see every day, and when they do appear, collectors go wild for them. One of the most desirable errors to look out for on the 2009 Zachary Taylor dollar coin is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once by the die, resulting in a doubled image on the coin. If you find a 2009 Taylor coin with a double die, you've stumbled upon a highly sought-after piece that could fetch a fortune. Another error that can increase the value of the 2009 Zachary Taylor dollar is a misaligned die. This happens when the coin is struck at an incorrect angle, causing the design to be off-center or slightly skewed. Misaligned die coins are rare, and collectors are always on the lookout for them because they're considered one-of-a-kind treasures. Now, you're probably wondering, how much can a 2009 Zachary Taylor presidential dollar coin be worth if it's in perfect condition or has a rare error? Well, the value might surprise you. A single 2009 presidential dollar coin featuring Zachary Taylor, in uncirculated condition or with one of these rare minting errors, could be worth an incredible $150,000. Yes, that's right, $150,000. For a coin that was originally worth just $1, this is a jaw-dropping value, and it's exactly what makes the world of coin collecting so thrilling. This is the kind of coin that reminds us why collecting can be such an exciting hobby. You never know what you might find hidden in your coin jar, your change, or a collection you've had lying around for years. And it's not just about the money, every coin tells a story and represents a piece of history. The 2009 Zachary Taylor dollar is no exception, and with the right condition or error, it could be one of the most valuable coins you ever come across. So, if you happen to have a 2009 Zachary Taylor presidential dollar coin, take a closer look. Check the condition, look for any minting errors, and see if you might be holding onto a small fortune. If you find one in pristine condition or with a rare error, you could be sitting on a treasure that collectors will fight to get their hands on. Now, we're diving into something truly extraordinary, the 2000 US presidential $1 coin. You might think of this as just another dollar coin, but trust me, this one could surprise you. If you're a collector, or even if you're new to the world of coin hunting, this video will definitely grab your attention. Let's start with some history. The U.S. Mint introduced the presidential $1 coin series in 2000 as part of an initiative to honor every U.S. president with their own coin. The very first coin in this series, released in 2000, featured none other than the first President of the United States, George Washington. This coin marked the beginning of a new era of coin collecting and sparked excitement for both seasoned collectors and those who were just starting out. But what makes this coin so interesting, and why should you care? Well, for one, the 2000 George Washington presidential $1 coin is part of a series that saw millions of coins minted. However, the ones that have survived in pristine condition are becoming increasingly rare, which makes them highly desirable among collectors. Most of the coins from this series have been circulated, meaning they've seen their fair share of wear and tear. Coins that have been used in everyday transactions tend to lose their sharp details, and their value diminishes as a result. But if you manage to find one in uncirculated, mint condition, you could be sitting on a hidden treasure. Now, it's not just about the condition. Let's talk about something even more exciting, minting errors. In the world of coin collecting, errors are what make certain coins extremely valuable. A coin that was struck incorrectly during the minting process can be worth far more than a coin that was produced flawlessly. With the 2000 presidential dollar, there are some notable errors that can make this coin even more valuable. One of the most sought-after errors in this series is the double die error, where the design appears doubled, especially in areas like George Washington's portrait. This happens when the die is misaligned and strikes the coin more than once, creating a double image. If you manage to find one of these, you're holding on to something very special, but that's not all. Another error to look out for is the misaligned die, where the coin's design is off-center. This happens when the dies used to strike the coin don't line up properly, leading to an interesting visual effect. Misaligned dies are unique and highly collectible, making them a perfect find for any serious numismatist. So if you come across a 2000 George Washington presidential dollar coin with either of these errors, you might be holding on to something much more valuable than its face value. The real question, though, is, how much could this coin be worth? Well, if you have an uncirculated coin in perfect condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a coin worth an incredible $120,000. Yes, that's $120,000. For a coin that originally had a face value of just $1, that's a mind-blowing return. Imagine finding a coin like that, something that was once just pocket change, now worth an amount that could change your life. If you're wondering how to spot these rare, high-value coins, it's all about checking the condition. Coins that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition are far more valuable than those that have been used. You also want to keep an eye out for any minting errors that could make your coin a collector's dream. Whether it's a double die, misaligned die, or any other rare error, these coins are what collectors are constantly hunting for. If you happen to have a 2000 George Washington presidential $1 coin, take a moment to look it over. Check for any of the errors we've discussed or inspect the condition to see if it might be in uncirculated form. If you find something extraordinary, you could be holding onto a coin that's worth far more than you ever expected. Last unique coin, we're exploring a coin that could be a game changer for your collection, the 2009 U.S. presidential $1 coin featuring the 9th President of the United States, William Henry Harrison. You might think, another dollar coin, no big deal, but trust me, this one has the potential to surprise you. For all you collectors out there, this coin could be worth much more than you expect, so stick around to the end, you won't want to miss it. Let's take a quick trip back in time. In 2009, the U.S. Mint continued its presidential $1 coin series, which was launched in 2007 to honor every U.S. president in the order they served. The coin we're talking about today features William Henry Harrison, who, despite serving the shortest presidency in history, just 31 days, holds a significant place in the history books. His legacy, though brief, is part of what makes this coin so interesting for collectors. Now, you might be asking, what makes this particular coin so valuable? Well, it's not just about the historical significance of the 9th president. The real value lies in its rarity, especially in certain conditions. Millions of these coins were minted, but as with all coins, it's the ones that survive in excellent condition that draw the attention of collectors. Coins that have been used in daily circulation often show signs of wear, which diminishes their value. But a 2009 William Henry Harrison presidential dollar coin in pristine, uncirculated condition is something that many collectors are actively searching for. These coins are harder to find, and when one does appear, it can command a much higher price. But wait, there's more. The true treasure lies in the errors. Minting errors are a goldmine for coin collectors because they make a coin unique and more desirable. These mistakes are not commonly found, which is why they can be so valuable. One of the most sought-after errors on the 2009 Harrison coin is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once by the die, which causes the design to appear doubled. If you find a 2009 Harrison coin with this error, you've just discovered a rare piece that will likely fetch a higher price than a standard coin. Another error to watch out for is a misaligned die error. This happens when the die used to strike the coin isn't aligned properly, causing the coin's design to be off-center or slightly skewed. Misaligned die coins are highly prized because they're one-of-a-kind pieces, and collectors love to add these to their collections. Now that we've covered the condition and errors, let's talk about the most exciting part, the value. If you happen to have a 2009 William Henry Harrison presidential dollar coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, or if you're lucky enough to find one with a minting error like a double die or misaligned die, you could be holding onto a coin worth an incredible $140,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $140,000. Imagine finding a coin that was once just pocket change, and now it's worth more than you could ever imagine. That's the magic of coin collecting. If you're a collector, or just someone who loves discovering rare finds, this is the kind of coin that can make your collection stand out. Whether you're sifting through your change or going through a collection you inherited, remember to keep your eyes peeled for these kinds of rarities. If you find a 2009 Harrison coin in top condition, or with a minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and coins like the 2009 William Henry Harrison presidential dollar remind us that even a coin with a simple design can hold incredible value if it has the right characteristics. So, take a moment to check your collections, your loose change, or even those old boxes of coins you've been meaning to go through. You never know, your next big discovery could be worth a small fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins and want to learn more about hidden treasures like this one, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We've got tons of exciting content coming your way, and you won't want to miss any of it. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.